Good morning, students. Today we will continue with chapter Water. It is video 7 in part 2 of chapter Water. In previous video we discussed about solution. This one is solution, suspension, and colloid. Types of mixture. Already we discussed about solutions. Now today we will discuss how we can prepare solutions. For preparing solution, generally we add solute in installment bit by bit in the solvent. This one is solvent. Stirring the mixture all the time, a stage comes when mixture refuses to take in more solute, and whatever solute we add afterward remain undissolved and settle down at the bottom. Now we will heat it. The undissolved solute will also dissolve. This happens because capability of solvent to dissolve a solute generally increase with temperature. In other words, higher the temperature, larger amount of solute that can dissolve in a given amount of solvent. Thus, extra amount of solute at high temperature should separate from solution when it cooled. But in most of the cases, solute does not separate. It remains dissolved. Hasn't the solvent retained more solute that it can dissolve at temperature? Yes, it has. This thing happened when salt, which crystallize as hydrate. Hydrate means number of molecule of water present in the salt. For example, copper sulfate pentahydrate, copper 2 sulfate, then iron 2 sulfate, iron sulfate heptahydrate. Depending on solute content of solution, three kinds of solution: unsaturated, saturated, and supersaturated. Unsaturated, a solution capable of dissolving more solute at a given temperature, is called unsaturated solution. Saturated solution, a solution containing maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in it at a given temperature, is called saturated solution. Supersaturated solution, A solution containing more solute than given amount of solvent is capable of dissolving at that temperature is called supersaturated solution. See in the book that how we can prepare a solution when we add solute bit by bit to the solvent, stirring the mixture all the time. A stage comes when the mixture refuses to take in more solute, and whatever solute we add afterward remain undissolved and settle down at the bottom. Now when we heat the mixture, the undissolved solute will also dissolve. This happens because the capability of solvent to dissolve a solute generally increase with temperature. In other words, higher the temperature, larger the amount of solute that can dissolve in the given amount of solvent. So underline higher the temperature. Thus, extra amount of solute at higher temperature should separate from the solution. Means extra amount of solute we can separate at high temperature. When solution become cooled or when the latter is cooled, in most of the cases excess solute does not separate. That is, it remains dissolved. In some solvent, it is not dissolved. Now, two examples they have given. Usually, which two salt we can take, which totally dissolve in the water, and even after cooling, we are not able to find out solute at the bottom. So these are the crystalline hydrate. These are crystalline hydrate. Hydrate means presence of water molecule. Example, copper 2 sulfate which crystallizes as copper sulfate 5H2O, pentahydrate, and iron 2 sulfate that does so, FeSO4 7H2O. So depending upon the solute content, solution is of three types: unsaturated, saturated and supersaturated. Already we discussed these three definitions. You have to learn all this. Now see the activity, which activity they have given related to solution. Now see the diagram in the book. Take 50 ml of water in a beaker and dissolve some blue vitriol. What is blue vitriol? Copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate. Already example they have given. This is the formula. Dissolve some blue vitriol, copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate. In it, use a glass rod for stirring the mixture. Again, add a bit of crystal and stir. That will dissolve. We will find that if we keep adding the blue crystal to the water in small installment and stirring, the crystal dissolve. But after few installment, the crystals will not dissolve any more. That is saturated solution at the temperature we have prepared it. And period to that, when more and more crystal dissolve, the solution was unsaturated solution. The crystal added to the saturated solution will settle down. Now heat the mixture. We will find that the extra solute will also dissolve. Leave the solution to cool, nothing separate, and solution is super saturated solution. When we cool it, nothing will get separated solution is supersaturated solution. We will leave that supersaturated solution for one day or for 5 or 6 hours. Then what we will find that the crystal of blue vitriol are formed. So how we can get crystallization from supersaturated solution? Next, hydrates. When water molecules associated with the substance in a crystal and forming a part of crystalline structure together, referred to as a water of crystallization. A substance containing water of crystallization is called hydrate, like copper sulfate, pentahydrate, ferrous sulfate, heptahydrate, sodium carbonate, decahydrate, zinc sulfate, heptahydrate, and sodium sulfate, decahydrate. All these salt or crystalline salt have crystals of water inside it. So these all salt are known as hydrated salt because they contain water of crystallization. So hydrates has been found that whenever copper sulfate is crystallized from an aqueous solution, this one, it is aqueous solution, then crystal form after cooling. The crystals have the formula CuSO4.5H2O. All the formulas you have to learn. Similarly, iron 2 sulfate crystallizes and form aqueous solution as FeSO4.7H2O. These water molecules appear in the same number every time and are called water of crystallization of a substance. And substance mainly or generally these all are salt containing water molecule inside it. See. So these all salt are called hydrates. The water molecule associated with the substance. Underline water molecules associated with the substance in a crystal and forming a part of crystalline structure are together referred to as water of crystallization. Clear? Water molecule associated with a substance in a crystal, as in this diagram. Water molecule associated with the substance, which substance? Copper sulfate in a crystal and forming crystalline structure. And together it referred as water of crystallization 5H2O with copper sulfate. A substance containing water of crystallization is called a hydrate. For example, they have given in this table 8.2 all these substances containing water of crystallization, and we call all these salts as common hydrate. First one, washing soda. What is the formula of washing soda? Na2CO3 10H2O. How many molecules of water is here or present? 10. Water of crystallization. So washing soda is a hydrate, a common hydrate. Second, Gilbert's salt. What is the formula of Gilbert's salt? Na2SO4 10H2O. Calcium chloride hexahydrate. Hexa means 6. And the formula of calcium chloride hexahydrate CaCl2.6H2O. White vitriol ZnSO4.7H2O. Blue vitriol CuSO4.5H2O. Green vitriol FeSO4.7H2O. Epsom salt. Formula of Epsom salt is MgSO4.7H2O. Cobalt chloride dihydrate. Di means 2 molecules of water. Formula is CuCl2.2H2O. So these are the common hydrates given in your book in table 8.2. The loss of water of crystallization on heating. A hydrate on being heated loses it loses water of crystallization, and it has been observed that it loses its crystalline structure too. In the activity, same thing they have given. See, in this activity, they have taken which salt or hydrate? Blue vitriol. And what is the formula of blue vitriol? I hope you know now. What is the formula? CuSO4.5H2O. Take few crystal of blue vitriol, and now in which we will take? We will take blue vitriol in test tube. When we take blue vitriol in test tube, the salt will slowly lose its blue color, turning white. The crystal crumbled down to a powdery substance, and some colorless liquid drops will collect at the colder part of the test tube. Cool the white powdery substance and moisten it with the drop of water. Then what will happen once again? It change its color again blue. Let's see once again what happened during this activity. The blue copper sulfate pentahydrate on being heated loses water molecules and change to white anhydrous, mean without water, copper 2 sulfate, and on treated with water, the anhydrous salt change back to hydrated salt. The crystalline structure of the hydrated salt is lost when it loses the water molecules, like this. Thus, the water of crystallization is a part of the crystalline structure. Same way with ferrous sulfate heptahydrate, green vitriol. If we repeat the same process, we will heat green vitriol. It loses water molecules of crystallization of water. Then it become white color powder to form ferrous sulfate, simple salt. Again, when we add drops of water inside it to the anhydrous salt, anhydrous salt means without water. When we add water inside it, again it become green in color, forming hydrated green vitriol, ferrous sulfate, heptahydrate. How to test for water? We know that colorless liquid in bulk or in drop is water or not. We generally bring in contact with the liquid some white anhydrous copper 2 sulfate. The anhydrous salt turn blue if the liquid is water. White powdery substance. When we add water, a liquid, then if we have that anhydrous salt copper sulfate, it will turn in form of blue color solution copper 2 sulfate pentahydrate, blue vitriol. Similarly, suppose this one white color powdery substance, we add water. If it is ferrous sulfate, then it turn in form of green color liquid that become green vitriol, ferrous sulfate heptahydrate. So how we can prepare anhydrous salt? Anhydrous salt we can prepare by heating hydrated salt. We will get anhydrous for the practice. Define water of crystallization. Second, write formula of Epsom salt, blue vitriol. Third, what do you mean by anhydrous salt? Rest of the chapter you will revise once again. Thank you.